Well, guys, once again, good evening, Maria as well. Welcome, everybody. Well, guys, remember that basically today we're having like our last class in terms of content and classwork. I'm gonna give the following information in Spanish. Esta mañana, pues, les envié un correo. Era un poquito largo, por más de que lo edité varias veces, quería como ser lo más sucinta posible, pero pues siempre son bastantes cositas las que tenemos que cubrir. Y entiendo que pues es bastante información al final del día, entonces digamos que para qué luchaba contra la corriente. Lo primero pues hablando de un recordatorio de los porcentajes para que lo tengan en cuenta, de recordar lo de las actividades de clase. Cuando estamos hablando de lo que son las actividades de clase, hago referencia a los PowerPoints compartidos, a los que a cada uno les asigno una diapositiva. Recuerden que esas son como las evidencias de lo que viene siendo nota de trabajo de clase, además de lo que ustedes han hecho con la profesora Laura Juliana, que ella me va a enviar su consolidado y eso lo junto, por decirlo así, y de ahí sale ese 40%. Recuerden que siempre queda como a discreción de nosotras cuáles son las actividades que van a tener nota. ¿Listo? Entonces, para que lo tengamos presente, yo sé que ustedes lo saben, pero pues como hablábamos el día de ayer, es tanta información y son tantas cosas las que tenemos que hacer que a veces pues se nos olvida. Entonces, por eso como quería recordarles lo de los porcentajes y también lo referente a el 40%, pues no solo lo que hacemos acá, también lo que hacen con la profesora Laura Juliana. Lo siguiente es lo referente a la información del proyecto. Yo les había dicho al inicio de este ciclo que era enviado al correo, pero pues desde ayer les comenté que lo subieran a un Drive. El Drive me está pidiendo como el permiso. Entonces, cada vez que lo envíen, pues yo doy permiso para que puedan colocar el archivo ahí. María me pregunta una cosa, así que lo ponemos en la carpeta del PDF. Sí. Sí, bueno, igual en PDF se pueden hacer comentarios. Digamos que los parámetros decía que no fuera PDF, pero entiendo que en algunos casos, debido a la herramienta que usaron, pues al momento de descargar, la única opción es PDF, ¿verdad? La ventaja que tiene, por ejemplo, no sé, PowerPoint o cualquiera de ese grupo es que se pueden hacer los comentarios, pero no hay ningún problema. PDF también deja hacer comentarios, ¿listo? Y bueno, de lo que vamos a estar hablando al final, por decirlo así, que viene siendo lo que es la presentación del examen. Yo les había dicho en el correo que la idea era que ustedes miraran el documento, especialmente los estudiantes nuevos, en caso que no estuvieran familiarizados con el sistema como tal del examen, paso por paso, de tal manera que luego acá en la sesión pues le dábamos una mirada nuevamente, pero igual vamos a mirarlo paso por paso, casi que leyendo cada renglón. Yo sé que para algunos de ustedes eso es como que otra vez más de lo mismo, pero pues precisamente para asegurar que quede como esa trazabilidad de toda la información, cada vez que haya el examen final, ese documento se va a compartir y siempre se va a leer, para que no quede como de pronto ninguna inquietud. ¿Qué es lo único que le voy a agregar a ese correo, por decirlo así? Las presentaciones, o más bien me devuelvo acá, lo que hemos estado haciendo en clase, los PowerPoints compartidos para compartirles toda la pantalla. Recuerden que cuando ustedes ingresan a la carpeta de Materials, en la parte de las sesiones, pues sale el material que hemos usado en clase. No en todas hemos estado realizando esas actividades. Esta viene siendo la última del día de hoy. Hasta el día de mañana van a estar habilitados como todos los cuestionarios, no es la palabra, todas las presentaciones, en caso que de pronto a ustedes les falte alguna. Yo no sé cuál me falta. Mire cada una, si faltamos alguna sesión, revisemos la sesión 5, que fue la que se faltó, la 3, la 2, para que se aseguren que se pueden poner al día. ¿Listo? Sé que en algunos casos, si no lo han hecho es porque no se pudieron conectar, porque estaban desde el celular, luego al día siguiente se les pasó, pero sí lo hicieron en el cuaderno, le falta pasarlo, todo lo que pueda ocurrir. Mañana van a tener el día, obviamente en la noche tenemos el examen, y como ustedes saben por la naturaleza de este curso, pues tenemos que pasar notas ya para allá. Entonces, el sábado, sí, muy temprano, voy a colocarle ya la configuración como lector para descargarlo y empezar yo a generar las notas. Yo les contaba que la última nota que voy a pasar es la de Moodle, la del aula virtual, para darles como un pequeño respiro. Sé que tampoco es que sea lo que máximo, pero por lo menos algo. Y pues yo no puedo dejar todas las notas para el final. La primera nota que tengo que subir es la del proyecto, la segunda nota que tengo que subir es la de los quizzes, obviamente la del examen, de tal manera que llegado el caso, el domingo solo me falte la nota del aula virtual para que el lunes, muy primera hora, en el sistema académico ya esté toda la información para que se agilice el proceso y podamos arrancar el miércoles. Les cuento también que el día de ayer, también afortunadamente la coordinadora académica, yo creo que ustedes se dieron cuenta, estaba conectada cuando ustedes compartieron sus inquietudes respecto a lo que es el horario, lo que vendría siendo lo del break. Desde la parte administrativa siempre tienen reuniones semanales, entonces digamos que quedó de tarea que cuando tengan la reunión semanal con la directora se va a llevar esos comentarios para ver qué ajustes se puede hacer para el siguiente ciclo. Obviamente por ahora no les puedo decir nada, ya eventualmente cuando arranque el ciclo, si hay cambios en los parámetros, pues en la presentación inicial les contaré el ajuste que vaya a ocurrir, tanto en eso como en las actividades del aula virtual, en fin. Lo importante es que ya, digamos, está como la información y esperemos que ocurra algo. Guys, ¿alguna pregunta? Let's see the chat. El link del drive. Valentina, si quieres, o bueno, yo había enviado un correo al 17 que tiene la presentación inicial y en la última diapositiva de la presentación inicial está, es que lo voy a, bueno, ustedes ya lo están viendo. En la última diapositiva de la presentación inicial está el link, ¿listo? Pero de todas maneras, lo voy a volver a compartir por acá. Por si de pronto les queda más rápido. Recuerden que luego que se acaba la sesión, el chat se nos pierde, entonces para que lo tengan más a la mano. Recuerden, su tarea es revisar cada uno de las presentaciones o bueno, el material de clase que ustedes se han dado cuenta que siempre coloco la diapositiva como con una especie de screenshot y de paso el link para ese acceso. Okay, guys, I'm going to turn this off for a moment. Let's take attendance. Sorry for the noise. We have to cover the last part of our unit and of course the information about the exam. And once again, if you have any question, we'll see. Okay, let me adjust here the attendance. Ya empiezo. Let's start. Sergio David Gómez. No está por el momento. André Felipe Jaimes.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Jennifer Paola Martínez. Not here for the moment. Kiara Lisette. Let's see the chat. Sergio is present. Okay. So, yo no voy mirando el chat. Menos mal revisé. Bueno, Kiara sí por el momento no está. Y Jennifer tampoco. Jorge Jair.
Present, teacher.
Ok. Diego Fernando.
Present, teacher.
Ok. Dana Valentina. Not here for the moment. Manuela Ortiz.
Present, Miss.
Ok. Joan Sebastián.
Present, teacher.
Ok. Beatriz.
Present.
Okay. Hamilton.
Present, teacher.
Ok. Stephanie. Ay, cierto. Let's see the chat. Okay. I keep that in mind. Let me write it down. I always have to write down when you let me know that you have problems with the microphone so I don't ask you during the class. And sometimes I forget. That's embarrassing, but okay. Let's continue. Xiomara Caterina.
Present.
Okay. Jessica Paola. Not here for the moment. Catherine Alexandra.
Present, teacher.
Present teacher fue Jessica.
Señora Jess.
Okay. So Jessica is here and Catherine Rodriguez as well. Very good. Let me make the adjustment. Catherine Alexandra. Ya me diga, había contestado. Ay, sí, es verdad. Igual, sí. María Alejandra.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Marlon Yesit. Not here for the moment. Mandy Fabián.
Teacher, present.
Okay. Karen Juliet. Not here for the moment. María Alejandra Vega.
Yeah. Present, teacher.
Okay. Vanessa Zambrano.
Present, teacher.
Mhm. And Natalia Navarro.
Present.
Okay, very good. I accepted someone, but I didn't pay attention who that person was. Okay. No problem. It was the same. Very good. Well, guys, remember that today we're going to finish our, let's say, unit. Marlon is here now. On the second part, you will continue working on the last part of our unit 7. Of course, our intention of today is to, let's say, wrap up as much as possible. And we have, let's say, worked a lot on some grammatical components. The idea of today is more like to, let's say, put together all that information. And based, of course, on our book, we are talking about from pages 66 to 67. These are the 2 pages that we will be using tonight to finish somehow, of course, the main parts of our unit 7. Now I'm going to zoom in a little bit. The topic to finish our unit talks about ambitions in general. Also, later in different units, you will see that we will continue talking about ambitions and achievements in the future. This task actually covers different moments. We're talking about reading, we're talking about listening, and then at the end, we are going to talk about production. Written production, and for some of you, you will also have like a moment to present that written production, but it's not like I'm going to ask all of you, only volunteers. So before we actually go to the first activity talking about ambitions in general, the first that we have in here is like a, let's say, classification. Let's put it like that. This is exercise number 1. It says, a mirar el chat porque creo que hay preguntas. Diego, a un OneDrive compartido en el correo de hoy, entre las cositas que les conté, hay un link que los lleva a una carpeta, Google Drive. La idea es que lo suban ahí. Recuerden que el nombre del archivo es el nombre del deporte. Y bueno, no se les olvide colocar el nombre de ustedes y de sus compañeros, ¿no? Para que lo tengamos presente.
Teacher,
Yes.
I have a question.
Tell me, Mendy.
Teacher, usted tiene ahí en su documento, nos tiene como deporte karate, pero el deporte de nosotros es el boxeo.
Ah, ok, bueno. No, precisamente por eso ustedes ponen el nombre y sus nombres, tan raro.
Siempre ha sido boxeo desde el primer avance.
Ustedes fueron los que me pusieron la información ahí, pero bueno, ya lo cambiaremos para el tercero. Listo, Mendy. Sí, porque ahorita ya no lo pueden editar, está solo como para ver. Listo, Mendy, thank you. Está en el correo que les envié hoy. Listo, chicos, en el correo está la información, es para no estar de pronto como pausando. Sé que obviamente ustedes tienen la cabeza así de grande intentando terminar todo, pero el link del Drive está ahí en el correo. Listo, para que no se me confundan. I was telling you that because we're talking about ambitions and plans for the future, we're going to, let's say, classify and make sure that the definition of these 3 words are clear. We're talking about an ambition. What the good thing, I think, is that the word is very transparent and the meaning is similar to Spanish. So far, so good. we have an achievement, and then we have a dream. What you have to do is basically to match. We have the 3 words, and here we have the 3 definitions. Let's read the 3 definitions, okay? Maria Alejandra Rosso, could you read definitions 1, 2, and 3? Let's
Okay. Something you like to do, but probably won't. 2, something you want to do one day. 3, something you have done wish you are proud of.
Very good. We can say, okay, it's pretty clear the definition of each thing, but the line like between these, let's say 3 words is very thin. So what I want you to do is to have a look at the definitions and to match them with the words. I know that this vocabulary is really easy for you, but I'm gonna give you 2 minutes anyway to make sure that you match the definition to the proper word. Mientras tanto, voy a mirar los mensajes y voy a usar la asistencia ahorita que entró un participante. ¿Listo, guys? 2 minutes. Match the words and the definitions. Catherine Alexandra, could you give me your last name so I find it easier in the list?
Rodríguez Vega.
Okay. And Rodríguez Vega. Ok. ¿Ingresó también ahorita alguien? No. Problema de conexión. Just to confirm, the people who are not here, Jennifer Paola, Kiara Lisette, Dana Valentina. Bueno, viene Jennifer. Viven Dana Valentina. Y Karen Juliet Torres. Dice pues Jennifer que acabo de ingresar para hacer el ajuste en la asistencia. ¿Listo? Para que no me pase como ayer que luego casi se me olvida la de Mendy, creo que fue. Ok. I guess that we can share now the definitions. You have already finished. Remember that the idea was to make sure, you know, that we can, let's say, differentiate these 3 words. We had an ambition, an achievement, and a dream. Let's see how you match them. I'm going to ask the first one to... Valentina tiene el micrófono abierto, cuénteme. Yo no la escucho. Yo no sé si sus compañeros sí la escuchen y de pronto el problema vaya a ser por ahí, pero yo no escucho a Valentina.
No, yo tampoco lo escucho.
Sorry, Valentina. Wait, I hope that you can make the adjustment. Thank you for the one that confirmed. Lo siento, ya hago el ajuste. Sí, porque yo confío cuando me dicen present, no me ponen en el chat. Pero bueno, menos mal aclaramos, ¿sí? Así toca. Well, let's continue. Oh my God, we have so many things to do tonight. How did you match the definitions, Andres? So what is an ambition?
Teacher, ambition
Mhm.
is like I want more money.
But I'm talking about here the definitions, not like your personal definition, but the idea was to match the words with the 3 definitions that we have in here. Mhm.
Something you want to Something you want to do one day?
That would be the one. I'm going to ask Beatriz, what about an achievement?
Achievement. Number 3, something you have done which you are proud of.
Something you have done. Absolutely. That's the one. Okay, Jorge is providing some help. So in that order of ideas, Diego, what is the definition for a dream?
Something you'd like to do, but probably won't.
That's it. Okay, so now that we have clarified, although I know that you know the meaning of these 3 different words, we're going to move to the next part, okay? It says work in pairs, but we're gonna do it, you know, as a group. Here we have 6 different quotations. We're going to say that this is number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6. That's how we're going to keep, let's say, the organization of the quotations. We're gonna read them in here, and you're gonna tell me which quotation do you most agree with and why. And then you're gonna tell me which quotation do you most disagree with and why. Of course, I would like to know as many opinions as possible. So first, we're gonna do it like the first part, the ones that you agree, and then we're going to move to the ones that you disagree. Now, first, of course, we need to read the quotations in order to know which we agree with and which we don't agree with. Could you read the first and the second? Let me ask Hamilton, please.
The second.
The first and the second, too. 1 and 2.
To be yourself is the great achievement. It is more important to know where you are going than to get there quickly.
And your greatest achievement. Okay, for the
Greatest.
moment, we are just reading. Of course, you will have a couple of minutes to, let's say, analyze all of them to eventually decide the ones that you like and the one that you don't. Jennifer, could you read, please, let's say number 3 and number 4?
Yes, teacher. Can you hear me? Number
Yes.
3. Only people who take great risk can achieve great things. Achieve or achieve?
Achieve.
Achieve great things. When ambition ends, happiness begins.
Ambition.
Ambition
Jennifer, thank you.
ends.
That would be it. Guys, usually when we have words that are from English, this final E is silent, okay? Unless it is, for example, a word from French that is used in English or a word from Italian that is used in English. But usually the words that have this E at the end, that sound, let's say, doesn't count. And then we have number 5 and number 6. Sebastian, please, could you read them?
What, teacher?
Sebastian, the idea that you read the 2 final quotations, 5 and 6.
5 and 6. Okay. I do not try to dance better than anyone else. I only try to dance better than myself. And everyone is trying to do big things, not realizing that life is made up of little things.
Okay, very good. Well, if I displayed it like this, well, we can see all of them. Well, anyway, you have the book. Guys, remember that this is page 66. So, once again, as I was telling you a few minutes ago, the idea is that you're going to tell me the comments or the quotations actually that you agree with. Maybe you agree with one of them, maybe you agree with 2, 3, all of them. That is up to you. Okay, so there you have the link. Of course, each number is referring to each quotation in the same organization that I was telling you. I'm going back. Remember, this would be number 1, and then the final one would be number 6. First question, which of those quotations do you actually agree with? Okay, I already sent you the link. Let me know if it's working. Okay, we already have an answer. I'm gonna give you 2 minutes, guys, so you can analyze the information. Once again, decide which of them do you agree with. Let's start. Okay, 2 minutes for the moment. We have 12 answers out of 19. Where are the other 7 ones? Okay. Mails. Oh my God. Let's see. Remember, guys, that for the moment, we're talking about the ones that you agree with. And let's say that for the moment, we have as winner the first one with 29%. Then on second place so far would be the fourth one, 17%, and the third one, 6%. So I would like to know someone or 2 people who chose the first one as the quotation they agree with. Let's refresh our memory. It says to be yourself is the greatest achievement. Why do you think that is?
Is a lake or river?
Well, not that literal, Manuela. Talking about the quotation, the first quotation, because notice that in the Mentimeter, number 1 got, let's say, most of the votes, let's call it like that. So number 1 was to be yourself is the greatest achievement. So I would like to know, why do you think, guys, that, or why do you agree with that statement? That was the philosophical question. No, don't worry, Manuel. Thank you anyway for answering. You wanted to participate and to save me. So guys, what do you think? Nobody, impossible. Speaking mañana, practiquemos hoy. Esta pregunta puede estar saliendo. So 7 people voted for number 1. Well, let's change the approach of the activity. Beatriz, tell me the comment, the quotation that you agreed with.
My agreed.
Yeah, the one.
And number one, but for my agreed, and number two.
In your case, it was number two. So you agreed with, it's more important to know where you are going than to get there quickly. Would you like, why, Beatriz?
Because I don't like to, how do you say arriesgar?
Risk.
Risk. I don't like to risk. I prefer to go segura?
Is to go safe, maybe.
Safe, to go safe. I don't like to lose.
To lose. Or to fail.
Perder.
Either that in this case would be to fail.
To lose. Okay.
No, because lose, for example, is like, okay, my cell phone, what is my cell phone? But to fail, for example, is a bad grade or when you do something in an incorrect way. So I think that probably you are on that line or like you can't find an object. So it would be to fail. Okay. Nice perspective, Beatrice. Thank you. Catherine, you have your hand raised. Thank you. So which was your quotation, the one that you agreed with?
My quotation is the number one.
Why do you think, or what did you agree with that one?
Miss, I think that maybe because people go around trying to be someone else, maybe, or to fit in.
Yeah, good point, Catherine. And actually these days, that is unfortunately really common because of social media. Everybody wants to look like this thing or this person, as you said, trying to fit in. So it is a good achievement, like to be yourself. Nice. I would like to ask someone, in this case, if hopefully you had like a different statement that you agreed with. I would like to know Jessica's opinion. In your case, which one did you agree with? Jessica?
¿Cómo, teacher? ¿Cuál escogí?
Yes. Like for you would be like the number one.
Number 5.
Number 5. Let's refresh our memory. I do not try to dance better than anyone else. I only try to dance better than myself. Why? Why would that be? Number 5. Repetir. Jessica?
Es que no sé cómo decirlo.
What can we say?
Because
Well, Jessica, don't worry.
como superarse uno mismo, no a los demás, pero no sé cómo decirlo en inglés.
How do you say superarse, guys? We can help each other. How do you say superarse?
Teacher, maybe improve yourself.
Okay, that would be a good way. No like superarse, mejorar. You can improve yourself and not like compared to anybody else. Okay, very good. Well, guys, in this case, we were talking about the ones that you agreed with. I turn my camera on. Now let's go to the opposite side of the situation. Which quotation do you most disagree? Remember that now we're talking about the whole opposite idea, that you actually don't like it, that for you, it doesn't make sense. Once again, probably for you would be one, all of them, only two of them. That statement that for you, let's say a little bit, it's kind of crazy. Again, I'm gonna give you 2 minutes to decide. I know that when the statements are negative, they are a little bit tricky, but let's see. 2 minutes is starting now.
Miss, can Can you project the sentences, please?
Sure.
Thank you.
I'm sharing the whole screen. Yes. Well, the thing is, here I can show you from 1 to 5, and then 5. Almost like this, I think that you can see all of the things.
Profe.
Se le fue la señal y que ya viene.
No, ¿quién? No, mi señal no se me fue.
Perdón.
Aquí estoy. No me he
A
ido.
alguien se le fue la señal.
Ah, ok. Oh my God. ¿Quién dijo profe? Tell me. Ah, tiene el micrófono abierto. Okay. Okay. Well, in the case that you disagree with, interesting. Most of you disagree with number 4. Actually, you didn't, well, the ones that I asked weren't thinking or didn't choose number 4. Let's refresh our memory. It says, when ambition ends, happiness begins. Manuela, do you agree with this statement, with this quotation?
Which one, teacher?
Number 4. I mean, no,
Number
do
4?
you disagree? In this case, we're talking about the ones that we disagree with. Do you
No,
disagree with
teacher.
number 4?
No, teacher, I agree with all of those.
You agreed with all of them?
Yes.
Okay, well, of course. So I can't ask. Jorge, what about you? But let me see. No, do you disagree with number 4?
¿Quién, profe?
You, Jorge, do you disagree with the statement number 4?
I agree.
You agree with number 4. Well, 8 people disagreed with number 4. I would like to know at least one opinion.
I disagree for number. With the number 4, I disagree.
I disagree. Si decimos I'm disagree, that's Spanish. So you disagree with number 4. Why, Jorge?
Yes.
Why?
I think that it's not necessary to have a great ambition in our life to achieve great things.
Great things. Okay, very good. One more person who also disagreed with number 4. Thank you.
For me, teacher, for me.
Tell me,
I
Jennifer.
disagree the number 4 because it's false. When ambition ends, you begins happiness. Because the peoples had ambitions for general, the people wants more code, more thing, more money, more everything for end. Never the people happiness for always. They want more things. For this,
they are never happy. I was thinking about them.
Yes, o sea, siempre.
No, Beatriz, no.
Sorry.
Make it work. But no, you're going on the right path.
Sorry.
But you're going on the right path. Don't worry, Beatriz. Okay. Yeah, you know, Beatriz, you're like pointing out an interesting point. Usually when people are way too ambitious, they always want more and more and more. Like they are never happy. Like I'm summarizing your idea. Like there is no way for them to be happy because actually they are too greedy. They always want to cover as much as possible. But that is a nice point of view, Beatriz. You managed to convey your idea. So don't worry. And it's a good thing that you didn't use Spanish at the end of the day, because they did that. Of course, you give me your opinion in English. Okay, guys. These are some pictures that we have here also on our book. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. These are the pictures that we have in here. And before we go to the next part, that is a listening exercise, as usual, as you already know, we're going to predict. This is the question that we have on our book. It says, look at the photos and guess what you think each person is going to talk about. So once again, here we have 5 different pictures. Let's say that this is number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. So based on the organization of the pictures, Catherine Alexandra, what do you think
Yes,
picture
miss.
number 2, the conversation on number 1, sorry, is about?
Number 1,
just by looking
I
at the
think-
picture.
maybe number a cathedral. Where is that? Thailand?
No, but this
Or
image,
maybe-
Catherine, this one. I don't know if you can see the arrow where I have it. This one.
No, profe, no se puede ver dónde estás
Which
seleccionando.
one, miss? No se ve.
Yeah, I'm trying
I can see.
to use the pizarra thing. Number 1. But I'm sharing the whole screen. I know that's why. Here, I don't know if you can see it now.
Look at the photos and guess this one.
This one. No, my mistake. I should have written the numbers on the pictures. Now I'm having you here guessing.
Yes, miss, I can see anything.
Don't worry. And that's okay. If we have a look at all the pictures, I'm asking you to predict what you see on the image that we have here on the left corner. The same, no? If I say the left corner, that doesn't ring a bell. Yeah, definitely my mistake.
Is it page 66?
I'm gonna point at the book. I'm talking about this picture. Yeah, I guess it's gonna be easier. This one. I'm going to cross it. That's the
Okay.
one.
Okay. This one. Maybe to be yourself in the greatest achievement.
No, for the moment, it's just to describe the picture, you know? Like,
It's
we're gonna
a
listen to a
mountain,
conversation.
like a lake.
Okay. What else? Now that I zooming in.
Okay. This is a mountain without a rain, lake. No, it's a river.
A river, better.
Have a beautiful sky.
Okay. Thank you, Kathleen. I made you suffer more than the usual. Okay. Let's continue with the next picture. I'm going to ask Kiara. Kiara, what do you think this person is going to talk about? I'm talking about only this in particular. Kiara Martinez.
Yes, teacher. I think the sciences, the picture of the sciences.
The picture of the car, the one that has the X. Do you see the car? I'm talking about the car.
I don't know.
But you see the car, right?
Yes.
So a person is going to talk about this image. What do you think this person could be talking about? For the moment, we're just predicting. Jorge says it's a Ferrari. Okay. So what do you think the person says about the Ferrari?
That is about the Ferrari. That is a great car.
Okay.
Is elegant, no, modern car. A smart car.
Nice word. Yes, Kiara. Thank you very much. I hope that I didn't make you suffer that much. Let's see the chat. Okay, Sebastian. That's the new thing these days, right? Let's look at the next picture to clarify. I'm going to put a next. This is the one that you're going to predict about. I'm going to ask Maria Vega. So what do you think this person is going to talk about?
Is a scientist.
Okay. Something else? Remember that we're talking about dreams, ambitions, achievements. So how can we connect that general idea with that picture? Maria, the question is still for you. It's a scientist. What else can we say?
She
Okay, don't worry. I don't want to make you suffer tonight. The last picture. Well, actually, there are two more, but we still have two more images to predict from this one. Mandy. What do you think that conversation will be about?
The last picture, teacher.
No, this one with the Taj Mahal.
Okay, the conversation is about the beautiful things, and the life is composed by little things and big things. I don't know.
You're predicting, Mandy. That's okay. Of course, that's for the moment, that's the idea that you have in mind, that maybe, you know, it can appear over there. And the last picture now, actually the real last picture, which is this one, just to make sure, I would like to ask Natalia's opinion. What do you think? I'm going to put across once again. What do you think that person is going to talk about?
Teacher, maybe about the dream house.
Okay, could be. That's a very nice idea. Okay, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Remember, guys, that we are talking about the information that we have on page 66. Okay, well, we're gonna listen to the conversation. I'm talking about this part in particular. Well, we already did this first part. We didn't do it in pairs. We did it as a group. The idea was to look at the pictures and notice we were guessing. Literally, our whole idea was to make a prediction. Probably your predictions match, or probably your predictions are completely different, and that's okay. We're going to listen, and you're going to complete the following table. Remember that the first thing that we did, let's say, was to clarify the different definitions of ambition, achievement, and a dream. In this case, each person is talking about their ambitions and their achievements. We have Bill, Ralph, Dev, Powell, and Swati. What you have to do is to write down which are their ambitions, remember what they want to happen, and which are their achievements, those actions or those things in their lives that they are really proud of, okay? So we have to make sure that based on the information that we share, we make the proper classification, which are the things that they want and which are the things that they are proud of, okay? So we're gonna listen twice. If you need maybe an extra repetition, only a third time, because we have like to write down a lot of information. Then of course, what we are going to do is to have a look at your answers to see which were their ambitions and their achievements, okay? Guys, is the instruction clear?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, miss.
Excellent. Very good. So you have the book, maybe you wanna edit on it or you wanna write it down on your notebook or open a Word document, whatever you prefer. The idea is that at the end, all of us can share the answers. Let's see. Let me share sound and then we start.
Unit 7, Recording 4. Bill.
My surname is O'Driscoll, which is originally an Irish name, and I know that my family came over from Ireland sometime at the end of the 19th century and settled in the States, and, well, I've never been to Ireland. It's always been my dream to go back there and rediscover my family roots. Maybe find some of my long-lost cousins over there. So that's my ambition, to rediscover the Irish side of my family. Yeah, I'd really like to do that.
Ralph.
Well, looking back, I'd say my greatest achievement was when I was about 18. I was very keen on football, and I actually played one match for my local team, where I scored 3 goals, and I was the hero for a week or two. I still look back on that with a lot of pride. As for my dream, one thing I'd love to do is to visit the Taj Mahal in India. I suppose I'm getting a bit old now, but you never know. One day.
Deb.
Well, I've always wanted to own a car. I don't have a car at the moment because I can't afford one. Also because I can't drive. But anyway, it's my ambition to own a car one day. But not just any old car. It has to be a Ferrari. And a red Ferrari at that. I don't know why. I suppose I ought to learn to drive first. But that's what I really want, yeah. To own a lovely red Ferrari.
Pavel.
I'd really love to buy an enormous house, which is in the middle of the countryside, or in the mountains somewhere, but you know, really miles from anywhere. And it has to have lots and lots of space. Enough space so that I can invite all my friends and all my family for a big party. And then they can all go away and I can just enjoy the peace and quiet. That's my ambition.
Swati.
Yes, well, I think one of the best things I've achieved is getting into university, where I'm studying medicine now. And my ambition is to really help people in some way. Not necessarily to be a famous surgeon or anything like that, but to make some medical discovery that really helps people. A drug that can cure some disease or something like that, so that my name is remembered. I think that would be a really great thing to do.
We're gonna listen the second time.
Unit 7, Recording 4. Bill.
My surname is O'Driscoll, which is originally an Irish name, and I know that my family came over from Ireland sometime at the end of the 19th century and settled in the States, and, well, I've never been to Ireland. It's always been my dream to go back there and rediscover my family roots. Maybe find some of my long-lost cousins over there. So that's my ambition, to rediscover the Irish side of my family. Yeah, I'd really like to do that.
Ralph.
Well, looking back, I'd say my greatest achievement was when I was about 18. I was very keen on football, and I actually played one match for my local team, where I scored 3 goals, and I was the hero for a week or two. I still look back on that with a lot of pride. As for my dream, one thing I'd love to do is to visit the Taj Mahal in India. I suppose I'm getting a bit old now, but you never know. One day.
Deb.
Well, I've always wanted to own a car. I don't have a car at the moment because I can't afford one. Also because I can't drive. But anyway, it's my ambition to own a car one day. But not just any old car. It has to be a Ferrari. And a red Ferrari at that. I don't know why. I suppose I ought to learn to drive first. But that's what I really want, yeah. To own a lovely red Ferrari.
Pavel.
I'd really love to buy an enormous house, which is in the middle of the countryside, or in the mountains somewhere, but really miles from anywhere. And it has to have lots and lots of space. Enough space so that I can invite all my friends and all my family for a big party. And then they can all go away and I can just enjoy the peace and quiet. That's my ambition.
Swati.
Yes, well, I think one of the best things I've achieved is getting into university, where I'm studying medicine now. And my ambition is to really help people in some way. Not necessarily to be a famous surgeon or anything like that, but to make some medical discovery that really helps people. A drug that can cure some disease or something like that, so that my name is remembered. I think that would be a really great thing to do.
Okay, guys, we have already listened the second time. I would like to know if you need to listen a third time. If you need to listen the third time, let me know. Like, don't be ashamed or something. Also, don't be lazy because maybe you'll be thinking, oh, but those voices are so boring us. Like, we're saying like, Ralph has this psycho voice, so maybe you don't like it. But if you consider that you already collected the information, well, that would be it.
Yes, teacher.
So we repeat it or it's okay?
Repeat, teacher, please.
Okay, Maria, thank you very much. This would be the last time, and then we will check.
Unit 7, Recording 4. Bill.
My surname is O'Driscoll, which is originally an Irish name, and I know that my family came over from Ireland sometime at the end of the 19th century and settled in the States, and, well, I've never been to Ireland. It's always been my dream to go back there and rediscover my family roots. Maybe find some of my long-lost cousins over there. So that's my ambition, to rediscover the Irish side of my family. Yeah, I'd really like to do that.
Ralph.
Well, looking back, I'd say my greatest achievement was when I was about 18. I was very keen on football, and I actually played one match for my local team, where I scored 3 goals, and I was the hero for a week or two. I still look back on that with a lot of pride. As for my dream, one thing I'd love to do is to visit the Taj Mahal in India. I suppose I'm getting a bit old now, but you never know. One day.
Deb.
Well, I've always wanted to own a car. I don't have a car at the moment because I can't afford one. Also because I can't drive. But anyway, it's my ambition to own a car one day. But not just any old car. It has to be a Ferrari, and a red Ferrari at that. I don't know why. I suppose I ought to learn to drive first. But that's what I really want, yeah. To own a lovely red Ferrari.
Pavel.
I'd really love to buy an enormous house, which is in the middle of the countryside or in the mountains somewhere, but really miles from anywhere. And it has to have lots and lots of space, enough space so that I can invite all my friends and all my family for a big party. And then they can all go away and I can just enjoy the peace and quiet. That's my ambition.
Swati.
Yes, well, I think one of the best things I've achieved is getting into university, where I'm studying medicine now. And my ambition is to really help people in some way. Not necessarily to be a famous surgeon or anything like that, but to make some medical discovery that really helps people. A drug that can cure some disease or something like that, so that my name is remembered. I think that would be a really great thing to do.
Okay, guys, 3 times. Just to maybe confirm probably some of your predictions. 3 people didn't talk about their achievements. All of them talked about their ambitions, but 3 of them didn't talk about achievements. Those would be Bill, Deb, and Power. Okay. They talked about their ambitions, but they didn't talk about their achievements. Just wanted to clarify, just in case you were wondering, oh my God, now I didn't get the information from these 3 people. It's because they only talked about ambitions and didn't talk about achievements. Let's see our answers. What about Bill? Well, as I was telling you, Bill only had, let's say, ambitions. Vanessa, tell me, which are Bill's ambitions?
Bill, his ambition, go to Ireland, rediscover his Irish roots.
His Irish roots. Very good. Very good. That basically is the summary of what he said about his ambitions. Excellent. I was asking Xiomara. No, Vanessa, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yeah, I moved here my list, so I got confused. Sorry. Xiomara, what about Ralph? Tell me only his ambitions.
Yes, teacher. ¿Cuál?
Ralph. No, sorry, Ralph.
Ralph. Ambition. Visit Taj Mahal.
Very good. And what about his achievements?
Achievements. 18 years. Play football.
Okay. Something else, maybe? Thank you, Xiomara. Something else that we can add to Ralph for his achievements? Let me ask Jessica. Like to, let's say, expand or enrich a little bit more what Xiomara said, which is true. He played football when he was 18, but there was something in particular that he did that he still like remembers very fondly.
He was
Like
the
a
hero
hero.
for a week or two in his team because he scored 3 goals.
He scored 3 goals. Very good. And he felt like a hero. Absolutely. Okay. Well, I will ask Jessica later. Andres, what about Deb? Remember that Deb only shared her ambitions. She didn't share achievements. So which are her ambitions? Andres Jaimes. Andrés, veo que tiene el micrófono abierto, pero no sale sonido. Ok. Ahora sí.
I didn't catch it.
You didn't get it? Okay, don't worry. Let's ask Maria Alejandra for help. Which are Deb's ambitions?
Teacher me?
Yes, Maria Alejandra Rosso. Oh, Dios mío.
Vaya
I forgot to say your last name.
Vaya Ferrari.
Okay. Yeah, to buy a Ferrari. Something else, Beatrice, from Deb? Only to buy the Ferrari?
The ambition she has a new car, and especially red Ferrari.
To have a new car.
Have.
Well, maybe it sounds obvious, but she also talks about that she wants to learn to drive in order to have also, let's say, more fun with the car. Let's move to Powell, also Beatriz. Which were his ambitions?
Yeah, please.
I'm asking, yeah, Beatriz.
Powell ambition. The family. I don't know. The buy house. The buy house. The buy house, and that's a party with her family.
His family, to buy a house and have a party with his family. Very good. And we finished this exercise with Diego. What about Suari? Which were her ambitions and achievements?
She wants to help the people, like a scientist.
Okay.
No sé cómo decirlo en inglés. Bueno, I don't know. Okay. She helped a lot of people.
She's talking about helping people.
Pero es que ella dijo que no importa que fuera poquito, pero no sé cómo decirlo.
Like, it doesn't matter if it is a small discovery, or if it is just a little,
Yes.
it would be like that, Diego?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, guys, very good. I know that this type of exercises, listening is very tricky, and that we have also to deal with the fact that the accent is a little bit complicated, but in reality, we can find like a lot of different accents. So that is something that somehow we can't deny at the end of the day. Okay, I'm going to share the whole screen because now you are going to talk about your ambitions in particular. Could be also the part of dreams or also talking about achievements. But we're talking about all those three different, let's say, scenarios. Here we have some, let's say, ideas for you to have as a kind of inspiration. Job or school, places you like to visit or live, something you like to own, a car, a house, etc. Money, someone you like to meet, have met, something you like to discover, invent, talking about marriage or children, a sporting dream achievement, something you like to learn or that you have learned, okay? So this is going to be, guys, our final activity in terms of the activities that have a gradable component. ¿Listo? Esa es la última actividad que tiene nota de la parte de quizzes, valga la aclaración. Here you have like the boxes. I'm going to send you the link. And the idea that on each box, you're going to talk about one dream, one achievement, or one ambition. The idea that you make a very short description. Notice, in this case, I'm telling you the amount of words. Minimum 20, maximum 30 for each description, okay? I don't want you to tell me just, my dream is to have a house, and that's it. Expand a little bit more. And also like the opposite case, I don't want you to create like a descriptive paragraph of the house that you want to have. Something very short, very simple. Probably you remember a little bit how the people from the listening exercise, they were describing, you know, their dreams. Well, in this case, they were talking about only ambitions and achievements. Something very short, very straight to the point, okay? I think that you remember, but I prefer to be safe than sorry. Don't forget the slide that you are supposed to be using. So the idea on each box, you're going to talk about one dream, one achievement, or one ambition. You decide. Hamilton, you had raised your hand. Tell me.
Yes, teacher. We do repeats. For example, two ambitions and two achievements, and
yes. One
yes.
dream. Yes, Hamilton, yeah, we only have like 3 different scenarios and there are 5 different boxes. So remember, guys, that we have, thank you. That's like a relevant question, Hamilton. Remember, let me share the book again. Although I think that up to this point, you already remember the slide that you're supposed to be working on. In case that you're wondering about the list and you want to prefer, you prefer to have a look at the book, this is the one. You're already on the slide. I'm going to share again the one with the names. Remember, guys, this is the last activity that belongs to the gradable component. A very short description. When we finish this part, then we're going to talk about the exam and, you know, the survey that we also conduct at the end of each cycle. You're going to have 12 minutes, okay? In case that you have any question, let me know. I will be checking your paragraphs. Let's start our final activity. Guys, remember to type your names. I have seen already some answers, but I don't see the names. Don't forget that part.
Teacher,
Yes, tell me, Andres.
here I have problems. I have problem to edit the document, so I will try with another with my computer.
Yeah, it's better. If you're on your cell phone, it gets more complicated. Anyway, you have, well, until tomorrow to upload your answers. But if you can start like at least brainstorming tonight, would be better.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, teacher.
Okay, Andres, welcome.
Teacher, I have a question.
Tell me.
Teacher, write one ambition, one dream, and one achievement?
Could
Or
be
five?
3 ambitions, 2 dreams. The idea that you put, like you write in all the boxes.
Okay, all the boxes, five boxes.
All the 5 boxes, yes.
Yes, teacher, I understand. Thank you.
Okay, welcome. Guys, remember the amount of words, maximum 30. It's because of time, you know, that's like the intention. Because there are, let me see, you have 6 minutes left. And I see that some of you are still working on the first box. Really good descriptions, but only 1 box, okay? Well, guys, time's up. I know that some of you have already finished. Some of you still have some ideas pending. But well, as I was telling you, there are other aspects, administrative aspects that we are going to cover. Entonces, primero, como sabemos, al final de cada ciclo se realiza una encuesta de satisfacción. En este caso, en el mismo formato se va a incluir tanto la parte administrativa como la parte académica. ¿Listo? Entonces, les voy a enviar el link al chat. Por favor, me confirman que pueden ingresar y es lo primero que vamos a hacer antes de pasar a hablar de los parámetros del examen. ¿Listo? Digamos que es la típica, si estoy compartiendo toda la pantalla. Sí. Acá está. El correo, su nombre y todas son de selección múltiple, ¿listo? Obviamente la idea es que ustedes lean detenidamente cada uno de los ítems para que pues de alguna manera no se nos escape de pronto alguna respuesta sin querer porque dimos por la mitad, entonces como se fue, ¿listo? Son solo 10 preguntitas, ¿listo, guys? Entonces les voy a dar hasta las 7:40, ¿listo? Para que la envíen. Les agradezco si en el chat me escriben ya enviado o terminado, ¿listo? Obviamente ustedes saben que esto es, en mi caso yo no doy las respuestas, es anónimo porque viene de coordinación, ¿listo? Pero es para llevar como de alguna manera el control. Si ustedes recuerdan, para las personas que estaban en el ciclo pasado, cuando no se contestó, al día siguiente los tuvimos que contactar porque, bueno, obviamente ese también es un indicador al que hay que dedicarle su tiempito y que pues que nos lo piden también desde la gobernación. ¿Listo? Entonces, 5 minuticos, señor, cuénteme. Hamilton, sí.
En codes, en el código de estudiante, ¿qué ponemos?
A ustedes se les asignó un código, Hamilton, pero me imagino que no lo tienen. ¿Dónde está? Ya se lo confirmo. Acá. Dos. Se lo voy a enviar, ¿listo, Hamilton?
Listo, teacher. Gracias.
Let me turn this off so you don't see my face struggling with your names. Ese momento revisa el chat. También me hace. Ok. Thank you, Alejandra. Jorge, ahí le envié el código. Thank you, Hamilton. Proyectando esa diapositiva mientras tanto para tener presente que sigue. Okay.
Miss, ¿me puedes dar mi
Hola.
código también, porfis?
¿Quién dijo? Estoy buscando el de Jennifer. Ya lo vi.
Profe, en mi caso, mi código era mi número de celular.
Ay, me equivoqué. Menos mal de se dio cuenta. Regáleme un momento. ¿Ya la envió, Jorge?
No, profe, se
Ay,
hizo
menos
guardar.
mal. Menos mal. Son tantos números. Sí, claro, no tenía sentido. Menos mal cayó en cuenta. Listo. Catherine, cuando dice mi es mi, ya terminó. Mi necesita el código.
Necesito el código.
Ok. Bueno, próximamente. Les recuerdo el código cuando arranque el ciclo. ¿Cómo es su apellido? Lo siento, me rinde más por el apellido. Rodríguez, ¿cierto? Rodríguez Vega.
Rodríguez mismo.
Bueno, yo creo que ya queda como un minutico. Mal contado, sí.
Profe, el código de estudiante es la cédula, ¿cierto?
No, a cada uno se le asigna un código especial, por decirlo así, dentro de esta formación. Todos arrancan con 2020. Pero bueno. Yo creo que ya va a sonar. Yes. Less than 1 minute, guys. Bueno, Valentina, en tu caso, como si estás desde el primer ciclo, yo les había enviado un correo, estamos hablando de historia, Patri, con los códigos. Voy a revisar a ver si lo encuentro para decirles de qué fecha fue. Bueno, el correo, reitero, para las personas que vienen desde el primer ciclo, se llama Segunda Semana Programa de Formación de Bilingüismo. Ese se los envía el 6 de diciembre. Ah. Pero bueno, lo que hablamos el otro día. Son tantas cosas y pues entiendo que se nos olvide. Pero yo creo que de pronto, yo creo que en el otro ciclo ya, o tenerlo a la mano, no sé, también como parte de la información inicial. No está de más. Well, guys. Entonces, como les contaba, en el correo también que les envié hoy, les decía, revisemos los parámetros del examen. Nuevamente, para la gran mayoría los parámetros son los mismos, la misma información que compartimos en nuestro primer ciclo, pero como también les he contado, la idea no es tomar nada por sentado, obviamente, y también pues ya después de esa lectura que ustedes le hicieron a ese documento, que es digamos muy básico, me atrevo a decir, pues quisiera saber si tienen alguna pregunta. Entonces, lo primero es la fecha del examen, que puede que suene obvio, pero es muy mañana, viernes 27 de enero. Se hace como unas recomendaciones respecto a los exploradores a usar. La recomendación es Explorer y Mozilla. Llegado el caso que se use Chrome, que esté actualizado, ¿listo? No se recomienda tener muchas pestañas abiertas, cosas que a veces uno hace siempre, uno tiene casi, bueno, toda una cantidad, de tal manera que no se bloquee el reproductor de audio. Verificar que el autotraductor no esté activo en esta página, la del examen. Al final del día, que es uno de los aspectos que se habla más adelante de la honestidad, la idea es que no se digan mentiras. Ese es un aspecto que yo no puedo controlar si ustedes lo colocan que se traduzca o no, pero pues, ¿cuál viene siendo el chiste al final del día, no? La idea es que lo hagamos lo más a conciencia que se pueda realmente. Los audios se deben dar clic y sonará 2 veces permitidas en la misma línea de reproducción y luego se desactiva. De pronto, a diferencia de un audio, si ya hemos estado usando la plataforma de Moodle, uno lo puede repetir, repetir y repetir. En ese caso, él suena 2 veces y no hay marcha atrás, por decirlo así. Se aconseja usar el zoom de la página al 100%, ya que si se aumenta podría tapar las respuestas de algunas de las preguntas. Asegurémonos que de alguna manera el zoom no nos esté quitando, por decirlo así, partes del examen que necesitamos ver al final del día. Si al momento de intentar reproducir el audio no se encuentra el reproductor, cambiar de explorador. Por eso, de alguna manera, volvemos a la primera parte. Tratemos de llevar a cabo el examen a través de los exploradores sugeridos o teniendo en cuenta que hay que tener entonces la versión de Chrome más actualizada. Pasamos al desarrollo del examen. Estamos hablando de la plataforma iSpring, les contaba, para quienes son estudiantes de la UIS, ya la conocen, para los que no, pues no hay ningún problema, no estamos hablando tampoco de nada tan exótico. Y como ya habíamos también socializado, o bueno, siempre se va a hacer así, la parte escrita se realiza en el primer bloque conmigo, en la segunda parte harán el speaking con la profe Laura. La duración del examen es de 110 minutos. ¿Listo? Dice, aclararé sus dudas antes de empezar, pero si tienen alguna hoy, pues la aclaramos hoy. En los primeros minutos voy a tomar asistencia para que lo tengan presente. Les contaba lo de la honestidad. La idea es que ustedes lo hagan a conciencia, con lo que ustedes han aprendido, con lo que ustedes saben. Si empezamos a buscar por fuera, pues no estamos haciendo un ejercicio real al final del día. Entre las sugerencias que se dan, tengan a la mano. Bueno, puede que suene obvio, pero se necesita acceso a internet, que no tengamos problemas con el audio, una hoja para tomar notas, lápiz, borrador y sacapuntas. Preferiblemente que se haga en un equipo, ya sea de escritorio o un portátil. A medida que van respondiendo el examen, la idea es que ustedes tomen nota de las respuestas. Obviamente ustedes no me tienen que enviar esa hoja, ni mucho menos, pero eso se hace pensando en una posible eventualidad. Digamos que se cae la red, se va la luz, el computador se apaga, etcétera. Si eso llega a pasar, tendrían que empezar de cero el examen. Entonces, ya teniendo las respuestas como lisas ahí a la mano, pues les va a rendir como ponerse al día y no tener que volver a releer y tener que volver a escuchar absolutamente todo. Es precisamente como para ahorrarnos ese, digamos, mal paso, que ojalá no pase, pero pues evidentemente es una circunstancia que puede estar apareciendo. El examen está dividido en 3 secciones. Tenemos la parte de listening, tenemos la parte de reading y tenemos la parte de writing. Se encuentra en ese orden. ¿Listo? Para que lo tengamos presente. Una vez hayan terminado en cada una de esas secciones, le dan clic a Continue o Submit. Es a esos botones. No le hagan clic como a la flecha siguiente. No se pueden devolver. Si se devuelven, muy probablemente les va a pedir que vuelvan a arrancar la prueba. Entonces, siempre hay que ir hacia adelante. ¿Listo? Nuevamente, hablando acerca de los audios, le damos clic aquí a Play para que arranque, por decirlo así, y suena las 2 veces que ya les conté y después de las 2 veces ya no hay nada más que hacer. En algunos casos, en algunas lecturas, en algunos ejercicios nos aparece la barra de desplazamiento. Asegurémonos que por ahí es donde bajamos y no digamos por fuera, que a veces pasa. Movemos en la barra de afuera, pero la de adentro pues no, y no vemos toda la información o todos los ejercicios. Otro parámetro ya como más institucional, administrativo más bien. Ustedes se conectan, toman asistencia, ustedes deben seguir conectados durante las 2 horas casi que dura la prueba, ¿listo? Esto pues pensando en que si tienen algún problema, alguna eventualidad, pues me lo comuniquen. Es muy importante que tengan presente que esa comunicación después de la asistencia va a ser por chat. En ningún momento vamos a hacer uso de los micrófonos. Y como dice aquí la instrucción, incluido el mío, ¿listo? La idea es que sean a través del chat, ¿ok? Para evitar las interrupciones durante el examen. Cuando ustedes finalicen, me escriben en el chat finalizado, porque apenas ustedes envían el examen, a mí me llegan las respuestas, que son las que yo luego tengo que empezar a revisar, lo haré el fin de semana, para sacar la nota de cada una de las habilidades. ¿Por qué les digo que me tienen que avisar? Porque tiene que llegarme el correo inmediatamente. ¿Qué pasa? Ha pasado, el correo no llega, pero entonces le llega a la coordinadora, entonces la coordinadora me lo envía a mí porque ella también está, digamos, en la lista de personas que reciben las respuestas de los exámenes. Entonces, esa es la idea, como confirmar, no debería quedar en el aire, pero nuevamente, infortunadamente, son escenarios que pueden existir. Y en esa misma idea, puede que se pierda la conexión a internet. Como ya tenemos las respuestas guardadas, pues listo. Digamos que simplemente, un poquito harto, pero igual nos ponemos al día. Dice, problemas con la reproducción de los audios o visualización de algún texto. Es poco común que ocurra. En caso que suceda, es necesario volver a copiar el link del examen, ingresar a la prueba y volver a hacerla. Nuevamente, ¿cuál va a ser nuestro punto de apoyo? Las respuestas que ya teníamos guardadas previamente. ¿Listo? Puede que haya el escenario que solo se cuente con tablet y celular, que no tengamos acceso a un equipo de escritorio o a un portátil. Muy importante que en la configuración del explorador escojamos sitio de escritorio, ¿listo? Para que permita el desarrollo del examen. Si le colocan así como sitio de escritorio, todos los exploradores tienen esa particularidad, ya sea las 3 rayitas o los 3 punticos, todos lo tienen. Si aún así no permite la presentación del examen, es importante que me lo hagan saber, ¿listo? Y bueno, eso se los compartiré el día de mañana. Colocan sus nombres, el apellido, como la información general del curso, arrancan el examen y al final del examen a veces aparece esto, pero no hay problema. Realmente esto de mensaje no es como peligro, por decirlo así. Mientras me lleguen las respuestas, no pasa nada. Guys, entonces, después de la lectura, después de este nuevo repaso, quisiera saber si tienen alguna pregunta. Si quieren, levanten la manito para que de pronto no nos confundamos. Ustedes me dirán. Hey. Jennifer, cuéntame.
Profe, o sea que de 8 a 10 no va a haber clase mañana.
Sí, Jennifer, ahí el speaking. Pero es con Laura, no es conmigo.
Ah, sí, es cierto. Ah, listo, profe, gracias.
Ok. Importante pregunta, realmente. No es tan obvia la cosa. Sí es. Digamos que la idea es que ustedes terminen antes los 110 minutos como pensando que les sobre tiempo que les haga falta. Y a las 8 en punto, como siempre hemos hecho, ustedes se conectan para que Laura les dé los parámetros del speaking. Ella ya les contará. Sí. Ok. Bueno, guys, siendo así, no me queda más sino uno, desearles que ojalá logren terminar todo. Ya me han llegado algunos proyectos. Recuerden que tenemos plazos a la medianoche. Número 2, las actividades de la aula virtual. Los invito, ojalá alcancen a terminar. Recuerden que en lo más posible, ya que tenemos plazo hasta el sábado. Y bueno, mañana es la parte escrita y espero, ojalá que nos volvamos a encontrar, obviamente, para el tercer ciclo. Guys, no los interrumpo más porque yo sé que ustedes hasta ahora ya están cansados, quieren ir a comer antes del siguiente bloque. Si hay alguna pregunta, pues me la contarán a través del chat y mañana pues les estaremos solventando. Igual al iniciar el examen me contarán si hay alguna pregunta más. ¿Listo? Guys, take care. Bye bye.